Students, so till now we have discussed about the introduction of ratio. We have also discussed how to find a ratio, how to compare ratios, and how to find out equivalent ratios. I have also shared videos on that. So today I am going to do some related questions from the exercise. So question number 1 is about how to find the ratios. So find the ratios of the following. I have done few of them from there. Say number 1A, I have taken 20 pence to 70 pence. So as I said, you first check whether the units are same or not. So because they are same, so directly you can take 20 by 70. So 20 by 70, 0 0 gets cancelled, so it is 2 by 7, which is ultimately 2:7. So the ratio is found. Next one, if you see, it is 220 ml to 3.3 liter. Though the units are not same, but they belong to the same category, that is capacity. So that means they can be done to find the ratio. But first of all, I need to convert them to the same unit. So I will not convert this one to liter, because otherwise I'll get decimal here also. I want to avoid the decimal. So for that I'll convert liter to a milliliter, because as we know, when we convert from bigger to smaller unit, we multiply. So that will remove the decimal. So we know that 1 liter means 1000 milliliter. So 3.3 liter means 3.3 into 1000. So if I multiply them, I get 3300. How? 3 zeros are there. From here if we start 1 2 3, so 3300 ml. Now it is in the same unit. Now I can take 220 by 3300. 0 0 cancel, 11 2 ja, 11 30 ja, 2 by 30, that can be again cancelled. 2 1 ja 2, 2 15 ja 30. So 115, 1 by 15, which is equal to 1:15. Say one more I have taken here, 45 paise to rupees 4. So I'll convert rupees 4 into paise, that is from bigger to smaller unit. So 1 rupees means 100 paise, so 4 rupees means 4 into 100, 400 paise. So 45 by 400, 5 9 ja 45, 5 80 ja 400, so 9 by 80, which is 9:80. Last one more I have done, that is 3 weeks and 4 days to 5 weeks and 2 days. So I'll convert entire thing in days. So for 3 weeks means 1 week means 7 days. So 3 weeks means 3 into 7 plus 4 days. Here also 5 into 7 plus 2 days. 3 7 ja 21 plus 4 25. 5 7 ja 35 plus 2 37. So I'll find the ratio of these two. So 25 by 37. As it is not divisible by any common factor, so it will stay as it is. So 25:37. So ratio is found. Question number 2, I have done A number. B number you will do yourself. Question number 2A says that a room is 10 feet wide, wide means breadth, and 12 feet long, long means length. What is the ratio of the following? So first of all, I'll write the given content, that is length given as 12 feet and breadth or width, it is written wide there, so you can write breadth also 10 feet. Now the first question says it says that what is the ratio of its length to breadth, number 2 breadth to length, and number 3 breadth to perimeter. So first of all, length to breadth, length to its breadth. So length is 12, breadth is 10, so 12 by 10, 2 6 ja 12, 2 5 ja 10, 6 by 5, which is 6:5. Next is breadth to its length, so it will get reversed. 10 will come here and 12 will come down. 2 5 ja 10, 2 6 ja 12, ultimately 5:6. But third number says breadth to perimeter. So that means first of all I have to find out the perimeter of a rectangle, and perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into L plus B, that is 2 into 12 plus 10, which is 22, ultimately 44 feet. So now we'll find the ratio of the breadth to the perimeter. So breadth is 10, perimeter is 44, 2 5 ja 10, 2 22 ja, so there is 5 by 22, which is equal to 5:22. So this is your question number 2A. 2B will be in the similar fashion, you can do it yourself. There also you have to find the ratio between breadth, length, breadth, and perimeter and all this. Okay. Number 3, I have done A number again. It is also the same type again. A classroom is 20 feet wide, that means width is given, breadth is given. If the length is twice as long as breadth, length is directly not given here, the relation is given that whatever is the breadth, that means this one, it will be twice of that. Twice of that means double of that. So find the ratio of the length of the room to its perimeter. So first of all, let me find the length. Breadth is already given, or width is already given, 20. It is said that length is twice of this. So 2 into 20, 40. Now before going to find the ratio, because I have to find the ratio of the length to the perimeter, so first I find out the perimeter. Perimeter means 2 into L plus B, 2 into 40 plus 20, that is 60, which is equal to 120. Now we find the ratio of length to its perimeter. Length is 40, perimeter is this, so 40 by 120, 0 0 cancel, 4 1 are 4, 4 3 are 12, 1 by 3, which is equal to 1:3. Okay, so the ratio is found. Question number 3a. So 3b you will try yourself. In that case, length is given and the breadth you have to find out like this, and then you will take the perimeter and then you will find out the ratio. Then I come to question number 4. Rima had 2400 sweets, of which she distributed 424 among her schoolmates. Pooja had 2900 sweets and she distributed 620 of these among her schoolmates. So find the ratio of the sweets left with them, the sweets that are left with them. So how much they had and how much they gave, that is given. From there we can find out how much is left by subtracting. So first we will find out that Rima had 2400 and she distributed 424. So sweets left with her, this minus this, that is 1976. Pooja had 2900 and she distributed 620. So sweets left with Pooja, 2900 minus 620, 2280. So now the ratio of sweets left with them. Now because it is not said whom to whom, so when it is not mentioned, we by default we take it first to second. Okay, if it is mentioned then good, if it is not mentioned then what you will do, by default you will take it as this one first and this one second, because it is directly written sweets left with them, ratio of sweets left with them, but whom to whom it is not given, whether this will be taken first or this will be taken first, not given. So when it is not given, it will always take the first one only first and second one will be taken in the denominator. So 1976 by 2280, I have done cancellation with 2 first. So 2 into 998 gives you this one, 2 into 1140 gives you this. Again I have done with 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18, 2 4s are, if you cannot do it orderly, you can divide and divide it. This one also I have done it 12. More will go, but because it will become very messy here, so I have taken the number below, 494 and 570 here, and then again I have done it 247 and 2 into 285 gives you this. But now it is no more cancelable, they don't have any more common factor, so I'll stop here. So ultimately the ratio is 247 to 285. Okay, so in the same fashion you will do number 5 also. There also you have to subtract first and then find out the ratio. Okay, now we come to comparing ratios. Today in the Google Meet also I have explained, I have given the video also. In comparing ratios, either you can do the cross multiplication, you write both the ratios in fractional form, do the cross multiplication. If this one comes bigger, then this fraction is bigger. If this comes bigger, then this is bigger. So after multiplying, I find that the second one is bigger, that means this one. So ultimately this fraction is bigger. So this fraction is bigger means the ratio 14:39 is bigger. Or instead of writing so much, directly you can take like this: first one multiplied to the last one, second one multiplied to the third one, मतलब पहला और आखिरी वाला और बीच के दो वाला का multiplication. So 14 into 12 168, 11 into 13 143. Now because 168 is bigger, that means the product of first one and last one, then this one will be bigger, and if the product of these two becomes bigger, then the second one will be bigger. So that is how you can compare directly. So in this way you can do the rest of the sums present here. And then comes number 7, write equivalent ratios. So equivalent ratios is similar to equivalent fraction, 4 by 9 which is equal to 4:9 which is equal to 4 by 9. So simply start multiplying any random numbers. I have multiplied serially 2 3 4, you can take 7 10 13, any number you can take. So first I have done with 2, it becomes 8 by 18 which is 8:18. Then with 3, so 12 by 27 which is 12:27. Then with 4, which is 16 by 36 and 16:36. So the three equivalent ratios of 4 by 9 are 8 by 18, 12 by 27, 16 by 36. So that is how you find out the equivalent ratio, same as fractions only. Then comes find the missing number. Here this is given, this is given, this is given, and this one is given. You have to find out the missing numbers. How? First of all, forget about all these things. Okay, forget about all these ratios. Just take a look at this. 7:9 is equal to, it was like this, 7:9 is equal to something is to 18. Now because the ratios are equal, So obviously the product of the first and last will be equal to the product of the second, that we know. But here by product we will not find out. How do we find out that? How do you get, see the second number here and see the second number here, how do you get 18? 9 into 2. Similarly with the first number also, if I multiply 2, I get 14. So my first answer is 14. Again 7:9, this will be always taken as the base ratio, is equal to, the next one comes 42 is to how much? So see the first number 7, 42. So what should I multiply to get 42? 6. So similarly I'll multiply 6 here also. 9 6 54. Lastly again take the first ratio, 7:9 is equal to dash is to 27. So how do I get 27 now? Into 3. So similarly with first number also I'll multiply 3. 7 3 21. So the answer is 21. So this is how we have done the sums. The sums that I've left out, you can do it by following the video that I'm giving you. Rest sums I will share in the next video, so that you can solve the rest questions also. Thank you.